So when I was in high school, I had the biggest crush on this soccer player in my school. I didn't talk to him or anything. I didn't know him. I just knew he was there. He was cute, tall, and had a nice smile. I never really never really talked to him and stuff. So didn't know much about him. But once I talked to my best friend, I knew she was friends with him. So I kind of got some information out of her, knew his name, knew we were in the same grade, and he had no girlfriend. So I was like, and so now that kind of brings me to the uncertainty reduction theory. So the uncertainty reduction theory demonstrates the interpersonal communication process. It was introduced by Charles Berg and Richard Calabreath and in 1975. As I've done the research, I found how I relate to it, and most likely a lot of you will too. Understanding the uncertainty reduction theory will help us understand the interpersonal communication process. First, I will discuss what the uncertainty reduction theory is. Then, I will describe the 7 key variables of relationship development. Finally, I will show you a scenario in which it applies to. So what is the uncertainty reduction theory? According to Berg, he wrote in 1975, the central to the present theory is the assumption that when strangers meet, their primary concern is one of uncertainty reduction or increasing predictability about the behavior of both themselves and others in the interaction. So pretty much what we do when we meet people, we want to kind of know about them before we actually go up to them or stuff and have talk to them. And there's 2 stages to it. According to pencilpunishingblogspot.com, there's 2 stages, which are behavioral and cognitive. So behavioral, we'll ask ourselves how we should act and behave around the person. Then in cognitive, we kind of are curious about the person, so we just kind of ask ourselves, who are they, who's this person, and we observe. So now that I've talked a little bit about what uncertainty reduction theory is, I'm going to talk about the axioms, which are the development of the relationship. So the first one is verbal communication, which pretty much you talk, you have a conversation with them, talk about certain maybe current events and little stuff like that. Then you have the nods and stuff, you kind of have an idea that they're responding to you with a smile, nods, and so on. And then we have information seeking, so you start asking a little bit more about them. And then we have intimacy level, so you're a little bit more comfortable with them. Reciprocity rate is sharing more information about yourself. And then we have similarities, which is you share what you have in common, and liking, which is then you start having less uncertainty about the person, and then you'll decide whether you like them or not. So there's 3 different strategies. You have passive, active, and interactive. In the passive, you observe the person, so you don't really talk to them, you just observing, looking at what they like or what they do. We have active, so you kind of ask others about information. So for me, I ask my best friend about guy. And then we have interactive, so you directly talk to the person. Now that I've talked about the strategies, I'm going to the strategies and the axioms. We're gonna go on to one of a certain scenario. So plays the role of the love doctor. So we kind of like the guys that don't really have much experience with women. He helps them get like to know them and like different finds a way to have them get a girl and stuff. So I'm gonna show you a clip.
She's some kind of newspaper columnist. Comes in there once in a while. Great temper. What's her drink? Usually beer. Tonight, Grey Goose Martini, dirty. Hi.
So, okay, so like right here, you kind of see the how he uses the three strategies. He first kind of observes her, and just like sees her sitting there, drinking her, maybe having her glass, whatever. And then you see her use he goes with the active. So he kind of asks the bartender about her and gets some information from that, and then he actually afterwards goes directly to talk to her. You didn't see the whole clip, but he eventually does talk to her, and like with what he got from the bartender, and by observing her, he kind of starts off talking to her. So now that you guys have a better understanding of have an idea of how the strategies and programs work. Let's wrap things up. So first, I just